Hello, Auntie Jen here, and today we're going to be making some of Auntie Jen's gluten-free chicken soup. I think you're going to like it, so let's get started. These are all the food products you'll need to make Auntie Jen's gluten-free chicken soup. Okay, we've got our carrots and our celery here, and the first thing we're going to do is peel the skin off of the carrots. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and once I get that peeled off, I'll be right back. I've already washed and peeled the carrots and cut the ends off of the celery and the carrots. And next thing we're going to do is fill our pan about 3/4 full of water. So I'm going to do that now. And we're using cold water. Okay, you can see my pan is about 3/4 full. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to cut up our celery, and I like to cut my celery as thin as I can with my knife. I've got it about, I don't know if you can see that, but it's about that thin because we want it to get done. Celery tends to take a long time to cook, so we want to make it as thin as we can and still have celery. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut up the celery in here, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I've got my celery cut up, and you can see what it looks like here. Cut up in little slices. So the next thing I'm going to do now is cut my carrots, and I like to try to slice those fairly thin too, because we want these to get done fairly quick, and you can see kind of how thin it is there. That's what we're going to do with these carrots, is just slice them up like that. While I'm finishing slicing the carrots, I hope you'll watch this gluten-free tip, and hopefully it'll give you some good ideas. Okay, you can see I've got my celery and my carrots all cut up and in the water. So the next thing we're going to do is put it on the stove. I put it on my back burner, my smaller burner, and I've turned the temperature to high. So we're going to let that start boiling, and I'm going to add a lid to it here in the meantime because I want it to steam the vegetable. Our celery and carrots have been cooking about 30 minutes now, so they're getting a little bit tender, and that's what we want them to do. But while that's finishing cooking up, we're going to cut up our chicken now. And I have 3 chicken breasts here, and what I usually do is put them in a plate, and I just start cutting them into little pieces. And if there's any like fatty pieces, things like that, I just cut those and make them and put them to the side, because I really don't want those in my soup. So I just cut off the edges there where it's got the fatty stuff. And I'll just move that to the side. But what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this chicken into small pieces. And you can cut your chunks however big you like, but you know, just remember that the bigger the chunks, the longer it takes to cook. But you do want them to be somewhat big, not just real teeny. And I usually just move them to the side after I get them cut up, because these will go into my pan later. And you can kind of see about the size I'm cutting. Something about like that. Okay. And I'm going to do this to all 3 chicken breasts. So when I get those done, I will come back. But now while I'm finishing this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like and share when you get done. So that way everybody can enjoy the gluten-free chicken soup. Alright, we'll be back in a little bit. We're back. I've got the chicken cut up now, and you can see it's a pretty good size amount of chicken there. I like a lot of chicken in my soup. Now, we're just going to get rid of our scrap pieces of chicken, and what I usually like to do is put this in a baggie and seal it up so it don't stink up my kitchen. So that's something that you can do too. Just put the scrap pieces in there, seal it up, and hopefully that keeps your kitchen from stinking. Okay, we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I've got my soup pot here, and I've already put in about a third of a pot full of water. Basically just want enough water to cover up this chicken because we're going to add that to it. And I'm just going to move that over into the water here in the pot. Okay, and I'll kind of take a knife and stir it around just to break it up a little bit so they don't all bunch together. Alright, and you can see that's covered the chicken. So we're going to put this on the burner now. And I'm going to use my big burner, and I'm going to turn it on high, and we're going to bring that to a boil. And that once it comes to a boil, we're going to cook it for we're going to boil it for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to continue on with our soup. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, our chicken's been boiling about 5 minutes now, and it looks like it's white, so that's what we want it to be. We don't want to overcook because it can get tough if we do. So we've got that ready. Now we're going to take our lid off of our carrots and celery, turn our burner off, and we're going to just add this to our chicken. I'll get all that celery out of there because that celery is really good in the soup. Okay, I think I've got about everything now. Okay, so I'm just going to stir those around into the chicken. Mix them up good. Okay. And I have my drainer spoon, so that's what I usually use with this, okay? Alright, now we're going to add our chicken broth. So we're going to shake it up pretty good. And then we're going to add this to it. Okay. We're going to add this whole box. And this is the only chicken broth that I've been able to find so far that doesn't have natural flavors. Because I don't eat food that say natural flavors if that natural flavor is not identified. Because it could be a hidden gluten. Alright, we've added that container. Now I've got some bone broth here. The other was chicken broth. This is bone broth. So we're going to add this to it too. Just shake it up. Open it up. And we add that to the mix. Again, you're going to add the whole container. Stir this around a little more. And you can see there, we got everything in there. We're going to let this come to a boil, and then we'll add our noodles to it. So, just watch this tip while this comes to a boil, and we'll be back when it starts boiling. Okay, our soup is come to a bubbly boil, so now we're going to add our pasta in. So I usually do about 3 to 4 handfuls of this spiral pasta that's gluten-free. And you can see it's just a handful. And you don't want to put too many of these noodles in there because once it cools down and you save it for later, the noodles will absorb up the liquid into them. So you don't want to do that. It might make your soup not soup. Okay? So we're going to stir that around a little bit. And you can see the noodles in there. We're going to let those noodles get soft, and once that gets soft, it'll be done. So we'll wait on that. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, what I like to do when I make my chicken soup, I like to make a grilled cheese sandwich with it. It is so delicious. You might want to try that because it's really good with that chicken soup. And what you'll need to make the grilled cheese, you'll need some butter to fry it in. You'll need Udi's bread. And you also need this Cabot cheese. This is really good cheese. It's gluten-free and lactose-free as well. And it's really good. Alright, we'll be back and I'll show you how to make those. We're going to fix our grilled cheese now. So we're going to add some butter to our skillet. And I've got a teaspoon here, and I'm going to probably put a couple of teaspoons into the skillet. Okay. I've also got about 6 slices of cheese cut, so about 3 for each piece or each sandwich. So what we're going to do is add our cheese to the bread. Let's see. I try to mix them up. Some pieces are thinner than others, so I try to get the same amount of cheese on each one if I can. Okay. So we've got the cheese on. We're going to make a sandwich out of it. Okay, we're going to turn our burner on now. We're going to turn it on high just to let it melt, let the butter melt in the skillet. And what I like to do while that's melting is I'll take the side of my spoon like that, go into the butter, and I'll put a little bit of butter on the top. Just spread it on like that. We'll do that to both sandwiches. And this grilled cheese is awesome. I'm not a big cheese liker, but I love this grilled cheese. So even if you don't like cheese much, you might want to give this a try, especially with this with the chicken soup, because it's really good with that. Okay, our butter's starting to melt in our skillet. I'm going to stir it around a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is the buttered side I'm going to put down toward on the bottom of the skillet. Okay? And you can see that we turned it down. Okay, now we're going to reduce our heat to about 5 because we don't want our bread to burn and we want our cheese to melt. So we're going to reduce the heat there. And we're also going to do the same thing, take the side of our spoon, and we're going to put butter on the top. It's really, really good. Okay, we got that fixed. So now we're just going to let that brown on the bottom. And we'll be back when it's ready to turn it. Okay, while we were off camera, my skillet got a little dry, so I added about another tablespoon of butter to the skillet. But now let's take a look at the bottom and see what it's looking like. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Can you see that? Golden brown. So we're ready to flip these over now. Okay. Alright, doesn't that look good? Okay, we're going to let the other side brown, and it'll be done here in just a moment, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, this is the final product, Auntie Jen's gluten-free chicken soup. Does that not look good? Alright, it's delicious. I can vouch for it. I've ate it before. Okay, that's very good. Okay, make sure that you subscribe to the channel now because you're going to need some more of these Auntie Jen gluten-free recipes. Okay, and also we're going to eat our grilled cheese with it, and it's delicious. Okay, Auntie Jen signing off. I'll catch you on the next recipe.